I'm gonna click on
And the
that.
last thing I got, the 9 a.m. shift is no joke. Like
So
you remember we was talking, use like the two best times to like call.
oh yeah, between 9 and
I,
11
s-
and
I
6.
started at 9 o'clock today.
Got a lot of people.
I was surprised by the amount of people that
Yeah, like how
answers.
people home. What's up, Justin? Yeah, I'm surprised people are home too. Power prospecting. What's up, man? That brother out there is doing a lot of cold calling. He had a whole power prospecting company that he still runs where he was helping like realtors generate leads. And now he's converted it over to his own wholesaling and direct to seller conversation, man. Lily Pooh 92. What's up? What's up? Miss Lise. Yeah, man, I'm excited, y'all. I'm out here with Quentin Brown, one of the youngest members of the Aqua team. And man, you should just if you feel the if you watch this on Instagram, appreciate that. Please like and share with somebody. If you watch it on YouTube, you probably see the energy burning off brother, man. He got an aura about him. But he's so super excited about some of the events and stuff that's taking place in his life and how the pieces of the puzzle seem to be coming together for this brother. But I'll let you speak for yourself. But first, I'm just going to introduce myself to folks who maybe not know or just on here. Courtney Rollins, Aqua Team Properties, and CEO of REI Deals, where we show better than tell. And at the Aqua Team, we help people solve problems and create opportunities for income and wealth through leveraging real estate. And our main forum is going directly to sellers of property, distressed properties, or sellers in distressed situations. And we just cultivate relationships and get them through the sales process that helps us figure out, do we have tools in our tool belt to help them in some type of way, whether that's us taking the lead ourselves, assigning that lead or contract to someone else, referring them out, getting the grass cut, or just having a conversation, or just letting them know, hey, you're better off, with a realtor, or perhaps you don't have a need. Maybe you should keep it for yourself. Regardless of what it is, we try to really lead with service and with integrity, following up, following through, and believing that really we all can win and we serve a purpose. Quentin, man, yeah, bro, man, we here talking right before we jumped on, man. This brother said he has that you have a lot of joy, which is different from happiness, man. Say what's up and say more about what you're talking about, what you're going through.
Man, it's just life is great right now. I mean, life always great, but I'm in that place where I'm starting to see things fall in place, and like you can see, I'm seeing like the vision of my future now. And I mean, it all started back when this man right here, Courtney Rollins, gave me a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I've been getting deep into the podcast circle. And one thing I learned from Bigger Pockets, they say 80% of people that they interview start off from that book right there. It's crazy.
All right, so many people before, yes.
But reading the book, beforehand, I didn't really know too much about what being an investor was or what being in real estate was. And I didn't even know that you could be both at the same time. And when I first read the book, I remember reading about how he did, Robert, the writer of the book, he did rentals with his wife, I think. And they were managing their little side business on top of like their other business of real estate. And that's how I kind of thought about rentals at first. It was like something that you could do on the side, get a little bit of extra money, and it's like forever cash flow. Like as long as somebody's living there, as long as you keep it up to date and stuff like that, the money will continue to flow. But as I dug deep into real estate, and I just started realizing all the different branches and all the different ways that real estate can be beneficial. Like I figured out. Well, I didn't figure out because it's been proven through time. Like how many ways that you can use real estate to profit. And I stumbled across multifamily properties like about a week ago now, and yeah, like if you haven't, like, go read about them. They are a really good business opportunity, and one of the best things about them, I mean, like, especially if you're somebody with little money and you don't have that much to start out with, like, doesn't really take that much, just like most real estate, it really doesn't take that much to get into. And the best part about it is like just the amount of things that you learn from getting into it. And I feel like that's always been where I strive the best, when I'm in tune with what I'm learning and I'm happy. And everything that I learn is like, it's less about, oh, I didn't know that before. How did I not know that before? It's more of like, all right, well, so what's the next thing I gotta learn? I want to learn it right now. Like
Yeah, discovering more
once you
about
get like
yourself.
that's yeah, I mean, and that's kind of how I feel about that. And I started thinking about plans and thinking about the future, which a lot of people, again, Courtney being one of them, been telling me, gotta start being definitive about what you want to do in your life. And I talked with one of my neighbors a couple days ago. He was like, you should really start trying to get down like a 5-year plan. If somebody asks you what you
Uh,
want, what do you want to be in 5 years, you should have an answer. And I like today I finally figured out all 5 years of like kind of where I want to be. And like I don't have all the details down, of course. Like
yeah, you don't need the details. You
only
just
been
need to
doing
do
it a week, but I see it, and that's the
it.
best thing about it. I see it, and that's why I feel so happy now. It's like, but joyful. Let me not say happy again. It's joyful. It's really
That's a beautiful
a
thing,
joy.
Quentin, man. Because like just what you're saying, man, to have, I think having purpose is one of the sweetest gifts that we can give ourselves. And just like you said, I'm just saying a couple of things I wanted to touch on that. Hearing you say, man, I'm very joyful for you for to be a part of your journey too. But to hear that, like, you know where you're going and you're already there in your mind, and you don't have to worry about the details because that's all going to come to you, especially you stay in that right vibration. You're going to do the right things. You're going to attract the right people. You're going to be willing to pay the cost. Everything costs. So you're going to be willing to pay the cost to, and it's going to be a beautiful cost. That's going to be easy, because it's like, you already are giving so much and you already are receiving so much. So it's like it's inevitable, man. So it's beautiful for you to have the vision. It's awesome that you are like immersing yourself in like this real estate world with bigger pockets, connecting with us and like reading and learning and not just learning, but Jack, you taking action, man. You are a multi-unit investor, still going to get the multi-unit, but you're a multi-unit investor. Well, you're going to have to know how to source deals and being able to talk to people that you've been doing the last, month with us at the Aqua Team, and having that tool on your tool belt is just opens doors, because it all doesn't mean you have to be on the phone all the time or even being the one marketing, but it all starts with the deal and with the lead. And so it sounds like you even things that have a family member who's involved in real estate that's a real broker. So you get to learn even that side of it, which quite often those two worlds often don't even know as much about each other. I know some folks who've been real estate agents and brokers for 2 decades and just learning about wholesaling, and wholesalers who, of course, have heard of agents, but don't really understand what goes on that side. So you seem like you're going to be very blessed to be able to leverage all of that experience, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, just like you said, like I've put myself in a good position to succeed in that industry and succeed at that just by actions that I've been taking, not even knowing I wanted to go there. And that's how I really knew it's like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I've been preparing for this. I have the knowledge to go in, and I was listening to a lot of the interviews and what people were saying, like successful multi-family unit sellers, like, and a lot of them say it's when you're selling, it's a lot more about kind of like how we do. It's a lot more about the person
Right.
than it is about the deal. Like they get some crazy deals out of market, and most of their best deals are like out of market. And it's just
Okay.
they go up and talk to a person and just be genuine. Sometimes maybe if you're like new, like I was talking to you about the 18-year-old that was starting out, and he went to somebody and he was just new at it, and the guy was like so like he just basically invested his money into the kid and basically said, I'll let you do this. I'll let you have the I think it was 12 unit place. Nice size unit place. And it's basically just plop down and cash flow. I'll let you have that. I'll put up most of the money and you pay me back in interest. I think it was like 12%.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, both of them won out, and it was just because he was being a genuine kid. He could have came up and
Yeah.
like
And
it's just because he was a genuine kid, and
right.
that's kind of the thing that not only you've been teaching me through Aqua Team, but something my mother's told me my whole life, something that everybody around me has told me, and I've had plenty of examples of how to do it and how not to do it. So
Well,
just
that's
going in with that confidence and just knowing that I can go ahead and do it. That's all it is to it now. I have everything that I need. Just gotta go put it in action.
absolutely. That's the thing about it. That's the secret in life. I'm learning that we always have everything we need within because the source within is so powerful. It's like infinite power connects to infinite intelligence, you know. That I, whatever that I is to you, is exactly what that is. And it's people recognize how powerful it is. It's an amazing discovery of who you are, man. Man, my boy, we've always seen that in you, man. Back in our days at school, I worked at the same school that Quentin's used to attend, and you know, you could just tell, like this brother, he's special. He got a fire under him. As quiet as he was, leaned back, like inspect the deck, inspecting everything. You could tell this brother was a sharp dude who was driven, and it's so cool that you on that right path, man. I would love to know, are there any thoughts or questions that you have about you know, now that you've done a little bit of or spent some time wholesaling and all that stuff that like we could address as best we can here
About wholesaling,
about wholesaling or about real estate investing or about your vision or whatever thoughts, questions that you want to share. It could be any of those.
I mean, just a notion that, and I feel like this is with all industries, not just real estate, but like once you get immersed and once you start connecting with people in that industry, everything's just gonna flow and connect from there. Because all real estate people know is real estate people. Real estate people hang out with real estate people. They connect you with real estate people who connect you with more. And this is why like I'm sitting here and I'm talking about rentals and stuff like that. Courtney's a wholesaler, but we're still everything that we do could probably end up being connected to each other. Like so many things that we do could be connected just because of how real estate works and how intertwined everything is. And just getting yourself just into it, just whatever it is, just put yourself into it and you can find it out. Like there's many people that started out as realtors and turned into people that invested in rent out properties, flip properties, all types of stuff. Like just get into it. Like don't be scared. And
Right.
that's one thing, like we was talking about the disc profiles also, and that was one thing that I feel like kind of hit hard to me. It was like you have a tendency to not make a decision and just sit back and try to calculate too much.
Mm-hmm.
And when there's something there, you just got to take it. You just got to know in yourself that you can do it. You just got to put yourself in the right position to go ahead and do it.
I love
If
hearing it,
you're
brother.
there every time, it's going to happen. So,
Well, I love to hear that, brother, man, because the one reason that we decided to wholesale is that, our first year we got 2 rental properties. We just learned just enough to get ourselves in trouble and we quickly ran out of funds. And so wholesaling has been a way for us to, and to really be honest, our first goal is always to look, is this something that we can take down and hold on for ourselves? But wholesaling is such a fun way to serve folks and build up income. But that's not the end game. I know I'm always going to have a wholesale company, but one of the end games is actually have the funds so that when we find those ranch houses and those residential houses that we can convert into residential assisted living, that's where our wealth generates. That's where we're storing our material in. So we have 3 units now. We will have 6 by the end of this year. And 2024, I have 18 units that are cash flowing over $2,000 a month per unit because I have some really high performing residential assisted living facility operators in those spaces renting it out from me. And they're still able to cash flow a tremendous amount. And even after they pay their expenses, do all that stuff, and I pay my expenses and stuff, and they give me their rent, I'm going to have $2,000 per month per unit, not month, per unit. 18 times 2,000, that's 36,000. Then plus the other work that we're doing it definitely sets me up to be able to have a lot of funds, to be able to do a lot of amazing things with my family, my friends, invest with people like you, and just yeah. So the game plan is here, man. It is. I feel the same way. It's a beautiful space to have that plan in front of us, man. So, man, kudos to you, brother. Yeah, man. How about we listen to a call, break it down, and then let you get out of here. I don't know if you're gonna make some more calls later on. I think you made some earlier today, but I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna.
this is gonna make some more, but yeah, we can listen on my calls. If I had a couple good ones today, if you want to look at those.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna go to Mojo. Let's see. I see one for today. SD14 Corp. Let's listen to that and see where we go. I have not heard this at all.
Oh, I remember this.
We'll just pause. If you're listening on YouTube or Insta, feel free to provide any feedback or get some thumbs up or whatever. My man out here, 18 years old, making calls, smiling and dialing for folks. And yeah, using the Aqua Team script that we've pulled from so many different places and tried, true and tried, tested script to allow us to, serve people and lock up deals. Let's see if we can hear it.
Hello.
I like the tempo. I like it. I like it.
10-14 each top.
I love how your flow is so good getting into that, man. You can tell you've been doing this a while now.
I don't know if you're still on it. Have you seen it yet? No, but I'm putting it up on the board right now. Okay, who owns it? It says that SB14 Corporation. SB14 Corporation. I think that's my company. Stuff with H, say again, what is it? H. What's the name of the company? SB14 Corporation. SB or NB? SB.
What is it?
SB.
SB. S as in Sam, B as in dog.
S as in Sam and B as in dog?
B as in dog.
SB. SB company.
What in the world?
SB, how long is all good?
See, I remember this one.
Doesn't say. All right, look, then you do own it. You had so many houses, 1014 Hoffman. All right, I'll check it for you. Give me your cell phone.
Okay, I mean, technically just here to collect information, but if you can go check that, I can leave you.
All right, we're gonna pause a couple of right here. One, I like how you're answering that. You could come back. It looked like he was naturally about to keep talking, so I see why he didn't have to. But if you felt like there was a pause, you like you could always ask a question. Does it sound like one you own? Or wow, it sounds like you have a lot of properties. Okay, you have a lot of properties. Or is there? And maybe later on, I don't know if you do say it, but you could. Well, is there one that you're thinking about? Selling because we're trying to buy. In the area. So that's one thing you can say. I love how you say you're here to collect information. You can also let them know that your phone number that you see up there, if you give that to them, it will go to REI, and either my mom or I or somebody on here will be able to get it. Okay. So
Yeah,
you can always give them email. Then you just leave a really good note for the lead manager to see or for me to see. Okay.
yeah, I think I said I think I told him you go ahead and check that. You can save this number and recall it, but I can also have my guy Courtney call you
Gotcha.
within the next week. And then he was like, yeah, that's okay. And then yeah, so I told him that. I think I wrote that in the notes.
All right,
That
and
then
You can say something, yes, and I'll have my guy Courtney call you back. Is that okay?
all right.
If you can find me, you're lucky. So because I don't know how to find you, so I'm going to check it, and when you find me, I'll tell you. Yeah, I have my guy check over for about a week. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, and just know this sounds like a hot deal, so we want to shrink that up. So you can say Courtney will call you back tomorrow. I mean, within 24 hours. This guy, he sounds like He sounds like he is, older gentleman who may have a portfolio, who maybe, maybe even at a stage in his life where he's used to ready to pull him off. So you can definitely I saw the notes you put in a week, but you can go ahead and let him know, hey, my boy Courtney will call you back tomorrow. And up in Old Mojo, you'll see the phone number. I can point out to you, but you see the phone number, and just go ahead and give him the information just so he feels a little more comfortable. Man, y'all hear my man Quentin. Quentin was smooth, cool, chill brother. And did you hear how he still sounded authentic on that phone and still sound like he had like a smile on his face, man? That is really, I think, a really strong job, bro.
I just remember something about the property now because you was talking about it. I looked it up on Zillow.
Yeah.
And the satellite image, it didn't look like there was a house there. I think it was just a lot.
Okay. Shit. We'll buy a lot. We can buy a lot.
I just remembering that. But yeah, like I was also going to ask him because he hung up right as soon as I said he'll call you back. I was going to try to ask him about other properties because it did sound like he had a lot of other properties, and I probably didn't put in the notes, but usually when I do that and I don't get to ask him about like other properties, I'm like, oh, this guy sounds like they're in real estate. When we talk next time, make sure to ask like, yeah. Does he have any other properties or whatever?
Yeah, especially these mugs with the LLCs. He also called. You notice that he called and he said, "Hey, I'm looking for the owner of." Hey, this is what he said. Hey, it's Quentin Golf Aqua Team. Looking for the owner of, because he's calling properties that have LSD have LLCs and entities and stuff like that. So if you call on somebody and you don't know their name, you definitely want to lead with the name 9 times out of 10, folks. But if you don't know, the next best thing is just to sound as friendly as possible and say that information there. Yeah, man. All right, that was a longer one. Let's do one more, and then I'm gonna jump into some calls myself. Another LLC. Nice.
No, I'm not interested. That's perfectly fine.
Boom, love it. How'd you get my number? You still want to answer? Public records on the private. Boy, you a pro out here. You know this before?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I just was curious. So much stuff going on, man. But no, I'm not interested in some of this. Okay, and you don't have any other properties that you're interested in? No, not for sale, no. Everything's fine. I'll take your name off this list and won't call you back, okay? Thank you. You have a nice day, yeah?
All right. I love how you turn to the negative. You don't have any properties for sale? Probably not. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? He said no at this time, but the way he said it, I love that phrasing. You could say, all right, well, you're not at the time. One thing I always say is, all right, well, if you don't mind, I'll check in down the road. Try not to bug you, but time and circumstances change all things. So I love check in down the road. He might say, yeah,
trying to change it up because I fell into the habit of just I'm don't call you back, and then we went over the thing about the do not contact list, and then I was trying to change it, but I still slip up sometimes on that.
All gravy, brother. All gravy, man. Good stuff though. Man, good stuff, man. Shoot. I ain't got much to say, Lee.
9 o'clock. I don't know why that many people is answering, but hey, I'll take it.
So great stuff. So man, yeah, definitely switch up the times when you can. Tomorrow, me and Q, well, if I get this call back from this buyer, are going to go show a property to a buyer. So we might be on live. See, I can do YouTube live too, live from my phone. Hey, brother, you talking about connecting and being immersed. Look at your calendar for Friday. Actually, over Wilkins Avenue, very close to you, there's this awesome real estate meetup that does every 12 o'clock every Friday. And it's not one of those presentation style where they're pitching something, which can be really good for folks. But this is more blue collar, people shoulder to shoulder eating at this old Grizzly Cool bar restaurant called Spirits West. And you can get everything you want in there, as far as learning from real estate, hard money lenders, private lenders, realtors, wholesalers, people new to the game, people have been doing it for 20, 30, 40 years, getting out of the game, man. So if you can, I would love for you to join me there and get to know folks, man. It'll open up doors, man. As it
Yeah, I mean, I
continues.
can't do it this Friday, but no, that was actually going to be another thing I was going to ask you about, like seminars,
Absolutely.
meetings, stuff like that. Just again, just getting immersed into it. Just find like any bit of information I like learning. It doesn't have to be exactly on what I need. If it's in real estate, it's probably going to help me down the road.
Right. It's a
So
relationship game, man. That's what you're good at building. So
yeah,
let's do it. You can't do it this Friday, the 27th. Yeah, you can do it 27th every Friday,
yeah.
too. You know, let's make it happen, man. Any other things you want to share with folks, man?
Um, I'm just in a good headspace. I hope everybody else is too. Yeah, just stay on your path, stay determined. Things going to pan out as long as you stay on your path and stay determined and know what you want in life.
That's what's
That's
up.
all I
Brother.
gotta say.
Definitiveness of purpose. I love it, man. We got to revisit Outwitting the Devil. I'm rereading it, or I'm listening to it again, man.
I'm in the middle. I picked up like basically every book that you gave me. I'm in the middle of rereading right now because I
Keep
just
reading.
picked up Rich Dad Poor Dad again.
Keep reading it, keep reading it, keep reading over and over and over, brother. Hell yeah. Repetition, awareness, and depth, man. I love it, man. Love being a part of your journey, bro. I will definitely I'll hit you up later on tonight through Slack to see what time we're definitely connected at least by 12 tomorrow, 12:30, whatever it is we said. But if not beforehand, when we go check out the buyer lead, hopefully we can sell this property, this contract.
Right.
We don't sell property, we sell contract. Shit, maybe you'll be selling some of these properties as a real estate agent if you throw you some referrals, brother. If you go ahead and get your license and all.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, doing that too, just having both of them. You know, no reason I can't.
Sky is the limit, bro. Ain't no limit. Heck yeah. All right, my man. I'm proud of you, bro. And yeah, we'll definitely chat later. I'm gonna stay on and keep on making my calls.
All right, I'm probably gonna hop on a dialer soon too, take a little break.
All right. Peace and bullshit. I might take a quick break myself. Yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break, wash my face and brush my teeth and put on some Listerine and feel clean. I had a big old pork chop dinner just a few moments ago, right before we got on. So yeah, clean up my
Need to
teeth.
get me my dinner too. Pork chops sound good. You making me want pork chops.
Hey, bro, you got the goal. How's it gaining the weight, man? I know you're talking about putting on some pounds.
Boom. I haven't hopped on a scale today, but like I don't need to hop on a scale. I feel like it's less about the weight 100% and more just about me feeling better about like how my body feel. Cause like the working out I haven't missed a day in like 2 weeks, but I've been working out for like the last 3-4 weeks.
Hell yeah.
You know, I've been feeling a lot better. I'm getting a lot more to eat. I mean, 3 meals a day consistently. Like that's something I just wasn't doing. Like, and it's like little stuff like that is just like changed up and
it's always the little
feel a lot better about just everything.
It's always the little consistent things, bro. Yo, I gotta get you the Compound Effect. And I got to read that with you again. That's a perfect book to read when it comes to looking at Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich, Habits. I got to reread this. Yeah.
Speaking of habits, I put one of my 90-day goals, read 10 new books. So also another goal. So like I put the weekly goal for is go to either Barnes and Nobles or library like 3 times a week. Just
hey, Barnes and Noble was my library when it was out, man. I had so many days.
It's still, I mean, it's still going to be that place forever. Every time I go to Barnes and Nobles, I'm in there for like 6 hours. Like,
yeah, I be reading. I'll put that thing right back on the shelf.
It's a work, read a book, finish the whole book, put it back.
For real. Absolutely.
So if I don't finish it, bookmark it, and then write the page number on my phone, come back tomorrow.
Oh man, we speak the same language, man. Hell yeah, that's exactly what I do. All right, my brother, man. Well, I think I'm gonna pop off for just. Well, we got somebody on here. What's going on? I'm gonna go ahead and pop off real quick and then pop back on, or I might just run and let this pause and come back. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave the live up and just come right back. Ain't nobody gonna miss me. All right, I'm gonna leave it on, man. See what happens. I'm gonna right back. Y'all
Alright.
back in like 2 minutes. All right, brother. All right, Q.
Peace.
Rising tides, brother. Peace. All right, we're right back, folks. Ain't never done this before. Like Snoop Dogg, forget that I'm on live. No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I'll be right back, folks. Mm-mm-mm.